Hola and welcome to the Elite Alliance podcast. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the differences between American and British English. English is a global language spoken by millions of people all around the world, but the way it's spoken can vary depending on where you are. So let's dive in. Alright, folks, let's start with the very basic. American English is the English that is spoken specifically in America, while British English is a dialect of English that is spoken in United Kingdom. Before talking about what the differences are, let's see why these differences exist. Well, it's largely due to the historical context of the English language. When the British colonized America, they brought their language with them. However, over time, the language evolved in different ways in each country, leading to the differences we see today. Despite these differences, both dialects are considered standard forms of English and are understood by speakers of each dialect. In fact, these differences can add a lot of character and charm to the language. In India, we use a combination of both these dialects, British and American, obviously because of our historical influences. To start off, let's talk about pronunciation. The most obvious difference is the accent. American accent tends to have a flatter and more neutral accent, while British English is more rounded and pronounced. For example, the word schedule is pronounced schedule in American English but schedule in British English. Or the word tomato is pronounced tomato in American English but tomorrow in British. Some other examples would include herb. It's pronounced as herb. H is silent here in American English, while in British English H is pronounced. It's pronounced as herb. Similarly, mobile is pronounced mobile in American English but mobile in British. aluminum. Can you guess what this is pronounced? In American English, it's pronounced as aluminum, while in British English, it's pronounced as aluminium. Zebra is pronounced as zebra in American, while zebra in British. Same are the differences between advertisement, route, dance, leisure, and I can go on and on because it's really fun, but let's go down to the second aspect of differences. It's not just the accent that's different. Vocabulary also varies greatly between the two dialects. Take the word cookie for instance. In American English, it refers to a sweet baked treat, while in British English, it's called a biscuit. Conversely, what Americans call a biscuit is known as a scone in Britain. Another word is elevator. In American English, the device used to move people or things vertically up is called an elevator, while in British, it's called a lift. Trunk in American English refers to the storage compartment at the back of a car. In British English, it's called a boot. Sweater in American is a knitted garment worn on the upper body for warmth. In British English, it's called a jumper. Bathroom in American English is a room with a toilet and a sink where people can freshen up or use the restroom. In British English, it's called the loo. You must have also noticed some differences in the spellings of certain words. For example, in British English, COLOUR, color, while in American, COLOR, color. Same goes for center, CENTRE in British, CENTER in American. For traveling, TRAVELLING in British, while single L in American. In organization, we use S in British English, while Z in American English. ANALYSE in British, while ANALYZE in American. Same goes for defense, catalog, and many other spellings. So comment down more spelling differences that you have noticed for British and American. Another interesting difference is the use of idioms and expressions. For example, when an American says they are sick of something, it means they are tired or bored of it. In British English, the same sentiment would be expressed by saying they are fed up with it. Another example is take the mickey. In British English, this means to mock or make fun of someone. In American English, you might say giving someone a hard time or tease someone. In British English, cheers is a casual way of saying thank you or goodbye. In American English, cheers is often used as a toast when raising a glass, but it's not commonly used as a general greeting or farewell. As you can see, idioms and expressions can vary quite a bit between American and British English, and it's important to be aware of these differences to avoid confusion or misunderstandings if you're visiting parts of America or Britain. Last but not the least are grammar rules. Grammar rules also vary between the two dialects. In American English, the present perfect tense is often used in a different way compared to British English. For example, in American English, you would say, I just ate breakfast, while in British English, you would say, I have just eaten breakfast. American would say, he always rides the subway. British would say, he always takes the tube. I'm done with my work is American. I've finished my work would be British. I'm gonna go to the store is American. I'm going to the shop is British. I already took a shower is American. I've already had a shower is British. I don't want to do that is American. I don't fancy doing that is British. Aren't these differences so fascinating? It is to me. If it is to you, comment down and share some more fascinating differences that you have noticed. So, which dialect is better? That's a matter of personal preference. However, it is important to be aware of these differences when speaking with people from different regions. Thank you so much for joining us on the Elite Alliance podcast today. We hope you learned something new about the differences between American and British English. Join me next time as we explore more fascinating aspects of English language. And follow me and connect with me on various social media platforms. Thank you for listening. Love, adios.